Just like I said, we're back for the Q&A, and right behind me, we're about to see Randall Keith Orton take on CM Punk at WrestleMania 27. Continued from last one. But, oh, CM Punk, this fire burns entrance, you guys. This is my shit. Oh, I miss it. All right. J Miners 1234. Will people look back on the PG era and say they miss it like people say they miss the Attitude Era? Honestly, probably. Because it's what people right now are growing up with. It's going to be, in 10 to 15 years, it's going to be a different product. Different wrestlers, different this, different that. People are total, because say what you will about the PG era, but in 10 or 15 years, we're going to be in there. We're going to be like, man, remember CM Punk? I miss CM Punk. Remember, some people say Randy. I'll definitely say I'll miss Randy Orton. People are going to say they miss Cena. Not everybody, obviously, but whether you like him or not, it's a good time to not like John Cena. When John Cena's gone and we don't have that polarizing guy that's like love or hate, people are gonna miss that. I'm just saying. So I definitely think people will say that, because as much as people complain, once it's all, but yeah, I definitely think so. Sage Blue 92, that's rhyming. Who would you rather have break Taker's streak? Sheamus, Mysterio, Ryback, Big Show. Oh, you're trolling right now. If I had to pick one of those, it would easily be Ryback. Easily be Ryback out of those bitch ass choices. Sheldon F. Favorite song right now? All Gold Everything by Trinidad James. Or Blaze introduced me to Skrillex, and I listened to Bangarang by Skrillex, and I just fucking, what is going on? I start going crazy and shit. 2. Wrestler that you hate besides Show and Mysterio. Sheamus. 3. Hottest diva all time and right now. All time, I'm a Trish Stratus guy. There's, you can't go wrong, but I'm a Trish Stratus guy. And right now, no one, because Kelly's gone, Eve's gone. So right now, is it AJ? I don't even know. Probably AJ. I don't know if that's a good thing. Number 4, MVP or Shelton Benjamin or Kofi or Truth. Who do you see as a world champion? Out of those, I would have loved to see Shelton Benjamin as the champ, because he had so many wow moments. And he could do so much crazy stuff. It would have just been cool for them to actually do something with him and not just use him as like, go do something cool. All right, we'll see you in 2 months. You know what I mean? So that's my kind of thing. Will Ferrell number 1. Should WWE Mattel make a Brad Maddox action figure, and would you buy it? Yes, and absolutely. He would go right next to the CM Punk action figure over there on the little wrestling shelf, and it would be a grand time. Favorite heel Raw GM? The anonymous one, because it drove everyone crazy, and it was just the funniest thing when WWE trolled everybody and never went anywhere with it, and then at some random time they announced it was Hornswoggle. That's a heel right there. Will John Laurinaitis, actually. Will John Laurinaitis ever return to WWE TV? I hope so. I miss that guy. People power. I miss John Laurinaitis. See? At the time, we all hated John Laurinaitis, and now he's been gone. We miss him. That's what's going to happen with the PG era. Do you understand that? Mr. Awesome Sauce 1 2 3 4 5 6. Number 1, the Maddox or the Rock. They are 2 completely different things and should never have to be compared in the same sentence, so I will not choose. Number 2, what is your opinion on Seth Rogen? I'm up and down on Seth Rogen. I mean, there's been some movies I don't like, some movies I do like. So, but the ones I do like, I really like, and the ones I don't like are just like, whatever, not my style. So I've never hated a Seth Rogen movie that I can think of off the top of my head. So I guess I like him more than not. Have you heard of the band A Day to Remember? I have heard of that band. Indeed. I couldn't name any of their songs right now, but I'm sure I could if I tried hard enough. Here is a question you will answer. Answer all the questions. Let me put this over here. Oh, look at the punkster. Good night. This is a feud I want right now. Just kidding. Here is a favorite NFL player is Ray Lewis. Oh, this is from Second City Straight Edge. Favorite NFL player is Ray Lewis, but personal accusations aside, what do you think of him professionally? Personal accusations with it, I love Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis is probably my first or second favorite defensive player of all time. He's in the top three for sure. For sure. The top three are interchangeable. He's probably, or 2 and 3 are interchangeable. Deion Sanders, Ray Lewis, and Ed Reed. So I love Ray Lewis, and professionally, I love Ray Lewis. So that's all. You don't have to preface it with all the accusations. I love that guy. Trey Max, when do you think Randy Savage will get inducted into the Hall of Fame? Whenever it happens, it's not soon enough. You understand that? You know, hopefully next year, because WrestleMania 30, big stage, he deserves it. New Orleans, hopefully next year. Blandel Shorted, your picture is freaking hilarious. The Bobcats will win the NBA championship within the next 5 years. Agree? Fuck no. They have no shot at all unless LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Dwayne Wade, Russell Westbrook, James Harden all get injured in a very horrific bus accident, leaving only the Bobcats as a franchise. 0%. I'm not even 0% chance. Zero. No. Mike Adams Smasher. What do you think of the New Orleans Hornets changing their name to the New Orleans Pelicans next season? I was against it. I thought it was stupid. But I will say this. Then I saw the logo and I said, it's kind of badass. That's pretty cool. So, I mean, it's not going to make the team any better. The only thing I like about the New Orleans Hornets is the fact that Austin Rivers is on the team and he's not doing anything. So I like nothing about them right now. But the logo looks pretty cool. Like when you heard it the first time, you're like, oh, whatever. Brad Tragic, what would it take to make you start watching TNA? That's a good question. The Rock to go there, Randy Orton to go there, but I don't want that to happen. I don't know. I'm not against watching TNA. It's just the fact that there's not a lot of people that I like over there. It's like how you'll hear like Dolph Ziggler or The Miz talk about they like when The Rock comes back because he gets more eyes on the product. And then when they're there to watch The Rock, they see Dolph Ziggler or The Miz, like, oh, I like those guys. That didn't happen with me for TNA. I have my guys I wanted to see, Austin Aries and Bobby Roode, so I would watch it to see them on pay-per-views. And nothing really stood out to me to make me want to keep watching. So until that happens, I don't know what it's going to take. People to be more interesting. Let's see. The wrestling team. Are the Briscoe brothers the best indie tag team wrestlers that haven't been signed by TNA or WWE? Well, I don't know. I don't watch indie wrestling. But if you ask Jake, he would say yes. So he watches more indie wrestling than I do. Maybe that's why he's more annoying than I am and takes stuff more seriously than I do. Just kidding. Not really, but kind of. But so based on what he says about them, I'll say yes, they are. What do you do for a living? I work it's called the Legacy Center in Lehigh. It's where I'm from. It's like a gym. It's pretty much like a rec center, basketball course, swimming pool, weight room, cardio room, track, all that kind of fun stuff. I wouldn't call it a living just yet. I'm only 21. I'm still going to school, but it's what I do right now. Have you ever watched anime? No, I don't even know. I don't even want to start talking about anime because I don't even know what categorizes as anime. I'm gonna say something stupid. So, who's your favorite porn star? Well, listen, The way I'm going to answer this question is, here's what you need to do. Let's all in awe of Randall, Keith Orton, and CM Punk behind us right now. Oh, look at him. High above the ring. High above the ring. And whammy. Here's what I want you to do. For a better answer on this, I want you to search Ty1822. TY1822. He is a YouTuber. He's in the YWC. He does Raw reviews and wrestling related videos. But he also made a video about his top 10 favorite porn stars. And not only was it informative, but it is without a doubt one of the funnier things I've ever seen in my life, the way he describes some of this stuff. So what I want you guys, anyone that's watching this, I want you to go to Ty1822's page, watch his video, Top 10 Porn Stars, and let him know the Tree of Woe, Justin from the Tree of Woe show sent you. Because, God, that video is hilarious. Trey Max, what is a better stable, Aces and Ace or The Shield? 100% The Shield. Because I don't watch TNA, but all I hear about on TNA reviews by the Schleg Daddy or all those guys is stupid, stupid, stupid. It's a big group of guys that are all mid-carders and D'Lo Brown or whatever, Devon's in there. I'm like, that's stupid. The Shield's out here doing things. Like, and again, it's easy to say it right now because we haven't had a big payoff either way, but easily the Shield in my opinion. And do you see Biggie Langston and Dolph Ziggler becoming a real tag team and winning the tag titles in the future? I'd like to see it because anything that has anything to do with Dolph Ziggler winning is, cool with me for the stuff they do lately. Oh, look at CM Punk back there just doing his thing. I loved this match. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Maybe it's because yeah, so I wouldn't say I see it. I don't see it being something that's for sure going to happen or anything, but I wouldn't be against it. And one more final question from Trey Max. Who do you see facing John Cena for a world title in the future first? Randy Orton, Ryback, or Sheamus? Ooh, that's a good question. I would probably say Ryback because they were the last two in the Rumble. They've kind of teased. They kind of went away from it now, but they sort of teased the Ryback heel turn. So out of those three, I definitely think that would be it. Carolina C-Jam, how do you feel about Abraham Robinson and Turner being released? Robinson's already a chief, man. I understand it. They're freeing up money, even though trying to, some of them make sense. Dante Robinson, you can make sense. They already have a Asante Samuel. Brent Grimes will be healthy next year. He was making more money than, his worth to the team. He's a good player. I really like Dante Robinson, but at some point you got to be able to. Turner makes sense. Turner's lost it. They have Jaquiz Rogers ready in the background. I'm hoping they sign Steven Jackson or Reggie Bush or someone like that, which they have the money to do. They're also trying to free up money for a potential Matt Ryan deal down the line and Tony Gonzalez to try to come back. And then as far as, like I said, John Abraham, it's hard to justify that one because of how well he played last year. But it's just a money thing. OCU Manura is a free agent. Dwight Freeney's a free agent. Paul Kruger from the Ravens is a free agent. Any of those guys I think would be a good fit. Just get a younger guy in there, not so much Dwight Freeney, but just anybody to get a pass rush because the Falcons were 10 yards away from the Super Bowl last year with pretty much zero pass rush. So if they can get that fixed, and hopefully they trade for Darrelle Revis, if you know what I'm saying, because that is what the world needs to see. Kid X called X Miz. Oh, Kid called Miz. If you wrestled for WWE and Vince offered you the top spot only if you took a massive amount of steroids, would you do it? Hell yes. Because if he is the one that told me to, I could not get suspended. And I would become the top star and I'd be making cash flow, all the money. So you're damn right. You're absolutely right, I would. Will Friend number 1. Did you ever watch WCW Monday Nitro? As a kid, I was a WWE guy. I'm pretty sure I watched it before. I mean, I have WCW VHSs and DVDs that I don't even recall having. So apparently I watched it more than I remember. So I'm sure I did, yes. And did you ever like Gerald Briscoe and Pat Patterson? Yeah, growing up they were like the Stooges, the Attitude Era. So I was always just like, boo. But as I grew older, I, respected them. Mr. Awesome Sauce 1 2 3 4 5 6. Who goes over, Gada or the Maddox? Ooh. This is one of those questions where to answer this question you must first be willing to part with the universe, because something this incredible and just mind blowing would probably end the world as we know it. I would say it would end in a double count out, but neither of those men would stay outside of the ring long enough for that to happen. I would say they would both knock each other out, but it's impossible to knock either of them out. So really, it comes down to, what does it come down to? I don't even know. The Maddox is here, but Triple H is on a cloud, so that's just what it is. It would be Triple H. God. Let's see here. I'm gonna keep answering questions until this match is over, because I want you guys to live it with me, because we know what's coming here. Spoiler alert: he goes for the punt, doesn't work. Sheldon F. Who do you like more, Corporation Rock or who do you like more, Corporation Rock or American Badass? I'm guessing Undertaker or ECW Punk. I hated American Badass Undertaker. I didn't like ECW Punk because I didn't watch him. And Corporation Rock was the man, just like most Rocks were the man. Do you watch soccer? If so, what's your favorite team? Not a lot. I mean, I definitely don't watch the MLS, but if Real Madrid is playing, I will watch that. So I would specify them as my favorite team. Cristiano Ronaldo, favorite player. But in women's soccer, I love Alex Morgan. I love Hope Solo. What are your thoughts on the previous NBA championship? It was the best one because the Heat were in it and they just laid the smack down. And everyone's like, "Oh, the Thunder are gonna kill them because LeBron can't do this and LeBron can't do that." And LeBron said, "Slap!" Slapped everybody in the face and said, "We are the champion. We are." Trey Max, who do you think should beat who? Okay, good. You didn't say who will. You said who do you think should. Who do you think should beat Antonio Cesaro for the U.S. title? Oh, RKO out of nowhere. Nope, he got out of it. Punk's a silky one. He got out of there. Who do you think should beat Antonio Cesaro? I don't think anyone should. I think you should just go on forever and then vacate the belt because he's too good. And he says, "You know what? I've beaten every mid-carder there is in this godforsaken hellhole. Now I'm moving on." He just leaves the belt and he says, "I'm too good for this now." That's what should happen. Viper Princess, Raphael's the man. Let's see. Oh, there it is. There's my guy. Crazy Bird's gameplay. Last question of the Q&A. If Undertaker doesn't face CM Punk this year, well, this question's irrelevant now. Who would you like him to face except for The Rock and God? If he couldn't have faced Punk and he couldn't have faced Rock, Brock Lesnar. Definitely Brock Lesnar. Yeah, that'll wrap it up for this Q&A. You just got to watch Randy Orton and CM Punk do battle at WrestleMania 27 while I talk. What a better combo. I'm not sure. I might just keep filming these. We can just watch WrestleMania 27 together, guys. Let's do it. I'm just buying time so I can end this Q&A with the Orton pose. So let's just hold off for a second because we just gotta wait for it because we all know we want to see it. Let's not deny it. Shika! See you guys later.